What is happening, boys and girls? Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Oh, the typical Jord intro. What is happening, people? Hope you are doing well, and welcome back to a brand new YouTube video with your boy Jord. Woo! Today is a bit of a weird one, to be completely honest. I'm just going to be vlogging today. I'm going to do a full day of eating, so I'm going to show you the type of foods that I'm eating up to now to build muscle and stay lean, people, because that is the dream. I'm actually on a bit of a deload this week. Well, I say a bit of a deload. I'm actually on a deload this week. I haven't trained at all this week. And the reason for that, cheers mate, and the reason for that is because recently in the gym, I've been like really sluggish. I've been really fatigued. Basically, I just haven't been enjoying training. I'm a believer that you need to take a step back to gain 2 steps forward, or however the saying goes. Basically what I'm trying to say is I'm having a rest week. I'm relaxing my body. I'm not going to touch a single weight throughout the whole week. I think it's important to take some time back, especially when you've been training all the time, because I even trained when I caught COVID. I know, mental, innit? But I even trained when I caught COVID. I just lifted a few weights at home, which it just isn't ideal. Like, you don't want to be doing stuff like that. You want to relax your body when your body is telling you time is up, I need to have a break, you need to listen to it. But currently I'm en route to Morrison's to get a birthday card and a bunch of flowers for my beloved granny, bless her, because it is my granny's birthday. So if you are watching this, granny, happy birthday, I love you, and yeah, you're a legend. So I'm en route to Morrison's to pick up some flowers, pick up a birthday card, and yeah, sort this out for my lovely granny, legend. Oh, people, who else here absolutely loves gherkins, or if you're over the other side of the pond, pickles? I don't know what accent that was. I friggin' love gherkins, like genuinely. Gherkins go with absolutely everything. I just eat them straight out the jar. I just bang them raw out the jar because I'm a straight savage. But yeah, honestly, gherkins are like a staple of my diet. I just snack on them, chuck them in sandwiches, chuck them in salads, chuck them in stir fries, chuck them in burgers. I even put them on top of pizzas. That could be slightly controversial, but nevertheless, get to know Morrison's supply the best gherkins. I also picked up a few protein bars. PhD Smart white chocolate blondie just like me. PhD Smart salt fudge brownie protein bar, and I also picked up a grenade carb killer because I'm a basic bitch. I picked up those things. Obviously I also got some flowers and a birthday card for grandma. So I'm now on my way back home. I'm gonna have a coffee, have some breakfast, show you what I'm currently eating for breakfast, and yeah, get on with the rest of the day. But it's a bit of a vlog today. I'm gonna just go with the flow, people, go with the flow. Yeah, what I have most mornings without, what I have without fail pretty much most mornings is a black coffee. And recently I have been rinsing my dad's coffee machine because he's got like this bougie pod coffee machine which produces really pen coffee, so I've been having that. But what I did buy the other day, I bought this Barista Shots Virtually Zero syrup. It's like this syrup thing that you basically just squirt in your coffees. Doesn't really taste of anything, to be honest. It's got a slight sweetness to it, but it's definitely not hazelnutty remotely, but it does add some form of sweetness. So every morning I have a black coffee, and yeah, then it's breakfast time. But I'm gonna do a little bit of work, drink this coffee, chill out, chat to my sister who may or may not be ill, and then touch base with you at breakfast. What I have been including in my diet recently is mineral tablets and vitamins. Vitamins are really good for you, believe it or not. So what I've been taking is omega-3 fish oils, pretty standard, and I've also been taking vitamin D tablets. Vitamin D is really good for hormone regulation, really good for testosterone, really good for skin. Obviously omega-3 fish oils is just amazing for everything. Time is 10:30. I took these at around 9:30, which is an hour ago. I'm due to have something to eat now. I'm pretty hungry, so let's get into meal number 1, people. In terms of my breakfast, it hasn't actually changed. I pretty much eat the same things every single day, but I just sort of switch it up now and then. So what I have been doing recently is a sweet omelette. I've mentioned this in my last full day of eating, but what I've been doing recently is basically adding loads of sweetener, loads of cinnamon in the egg mix, pouring it into the pan, and then cutting it up into like little cubes once it's cooked, and basically turning it into like sweet crisps. So what I've done is I've got 4 eggs, I've got 1 whole egg and 3 egg whites. Put some cinnamon in there, put some sweetener, put some flavour drops if you've got them, mix it all up and then bung it in a pan, and then once it's cooked, take it out, use a pizza cutter, cut it all up into squares, put it back in the pan, crisp it up and then eat it. Sounds really weird, sounds like a bit of a process, but it is peng. So yeah, if you haven't tried the sweet omelette vibe, get on it, because if you've got a sweet tooth, it hits the spot first thing in the morning. So yeah, give it a go. I'm telling you now, if you're not on the sweet omelette hype, get to know it is ruthless. So I have this every single day, and I also have it with a bowl of porridge, because honestly, porridge is probably one of my favourite breakfast items of food. I don't know. Basically what I'm trying to say is porridge is peng. So I have that. I've got chocolate vegan bulk powder protein, which I have. And yeah, mix it all together. Make a really peng porridge bowl the size of your head. And yeah, that's pretty much what I have every single day. Right, my granny, bless her, doesn't actually know that I'm coming round. It's a bit of a surprise. So, fingers crossed she's in. I bought her a little cupcake, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick a candle on it, just like a single candle. The wind literally just put it out. This is when she doesn't answer and she's not in. Granny? Bet you she's not in. Bollocks. Granny! Hello! Typical, innit? I knew this was gonna happen as well. So I've drove all the way over here, and she's not in. To be fair, I should have phoned her to make sure she was in, but I didn't want to sort of give away the surprise. Grandma, where are you then? Bless her, she's not in. She's out with a mate of hers. I'm glad she's actually with someone on her birthday. That's good. So what I'm gonna do is now I'm pretty much just gonna leave her gifts and her cards down the side of her house. See, the thing is, right, my granny, she doesn't want bits and bobs. She'd rather have memories, and she'd rather have, like, yeah, just memories with me, and she'd rather go out and do stuff with me. So it's been like a bit of a tradition for like the last 5 years. I don't buy her any gifts. What I do is I actually take her out for food. I take her out for like a meal. She would rather have experiences and just time with me, because she never sees me really, so she would rather have valuable time with me than just like a willy-nilly gift. I think I've done it for like the past 5 years or so, so I wrote that in the card. And yeah, it's a shame I didn't see her on her birthday, but you know, it is what it is. At least she's with someone. I'm gonna drive back home now and yeah, sort of go with the flow really. I've got a fair bit of work to be getting on with. So, people, I've just copped an absolute bargain. Right, there's this place in Weymouth called Wise Buys, and basically what Wise Buys is it's a shop dedicated to sort of foods that are going slightly out of sell by date. So they basically have like this huge warehouse filled with foods that are almost going out. So they have like cans of Monster, biscuits, sweets, chocolate, cakes, cereals, beans, you name it. They literally have absolutely everything. But what they do have is sweets, chocolate, pick and mix, all that sort of stuff. So obviously, as you guys know that I am a massive sweet fan. I love pick and mix. I love everything like that. I saw this bag of milk chocolate mini eggs, and I love cheap chocolate. Like when I get a pick and mix, I aim for like the cheap chocolate, I aim for the mini eggs, I aim for the chocolate mice, I aim for the Smarties. Like I just love shit chocolate. The chocolate that I love, right, is the chocolate that you get in advent calendars. Like, you know, the Where's Wally advent calendars, like the really cheap, like 80p advent calendars. I love the really shit cheap chocolate. So I got 2 bags of mini eggs for like 75p. It was like 2 for 75p. Although I'm not going to eat them now. I'll probably eat them when I'm pissed and something like that. But I'll save them for a rainy day, because if I ate them every single day, as much as I'd love to, I would be incredibly overweight. I would not have abs, and I'd look like a ball of marshmallow. I would just look like a bag of mashed potato. But everything in moderation. So I've just pulled up to town. I'm going to go in town and have a look around some of the shops, stick on my headphones, get a few steps in, and grab a drink, and then head back home and do a little bit of work, because I've got some stuff to do. So what we saying, people? Tuna and chip shop curry sauce. Could be a vibe, could not be a vibe. I just tried the tuna with that curry sauce in, and it's not the strongest curry sauce in the world. It's not really that flavoursome, but it's not bad. I don't know whether it goes well with tuna, but... So what I've got, what I normally have is like sandwich, standard every single day pretty much, but I've got these cinnamon and raisin bagels. I've got a cinnamon and raisin bagel with chip shop curry sauce, tuna, and some lettuce. Probably the most random sandwich you're ever going to see, but whatever. So I have a sandwich, carry on with some work. There's a cupcake that's eyeing me up on the table that I'll probably have as well. And I've also got a protein bar. And what I have been doing as well is putting my protein bars in the freezer, because they go like obviously frozen, they go rock solid. But if you dunk that in your coffee whilst it's frozen, I don't know, it sort of goes like this real nice texture. So I'm gonna have a protein bar, some fruit, the bagel, and sit and carry on doing some work bits. Pretty boring day, to be honest. Honestly, people, literally look at the girth. Look at that, look. I'm gonna taste test this curry sauce. Like I said earlier, you literally cannot taste the curry sauce. So I'm gonna sit here, eat this, and get on with some work. The ones that I put in the freezer, I put the Caramel Chaos Grenade Carb Killer and the Salted Fudge Brownie by PhD. And I said earlier that this is what I've been doing recently. It gives it like a really nice texture, but I don't know which one to have. Let's go for the PhD Smart Fudge Brownie protein bar. So I'm going to cut it up into squares so it's like little tiny bits of chocolate that you can suck on. Lovely. Oh shit. Maybe I'm not going to do that. Maybe I'm not going to do that. It is well and truly frozen, so I'm just going to eat it like a normal person. Yo people, so the time is around 6 o'clock and I'm just going out for a little bit of a walk. A bit of fresh air. I've had a bit of a full-on day today. Obviously, it's been Granny's birthday, as you all know, and yeah, just been mad busy with work, and yeah, it's been a bit of organised chaos today. I've got to admit, but I'm going out now, clearing the head and clearing the mind before I rest for the rest of the evening. And that's the thing. If you have a like super busy day at work, or you've had like a super stressful day, it's really nice to come out late in the evening, once you've finished all your jobs and stuff, come outside, get some fresh air, and just sort of listen to some music, relax, and like wind down, and let your mind sort of really relax. Do you know what I mean? It's just healthy. It's good for the mind, good for the soul, and good for the body. So I'm gonna go out, go for like a 30-minute walk, and yeah, just sort of relax. It's a bit weird for me, because ordinarily I'd be at the gym right now. I'd be training, I'd be weightlifting, I'd be doing what I'd normally do. But I've actually, you know, like I've said, I'm having a deload this week. And what a deload is basically a period of time where you're taking like a step back and relaxing and not training and not putting your body through physical activity. And I haven't had one of these deloads in a long time. I train all the time. I train like 4 times a week.
4 or 5 times a week, something like that. And I've done that every single week for months, genuinely for months. Even when I had COVID, I was still training at home. Obviously when I went to Newquay, I was still training in Newquay. So I actually haven't had any time off the gym in a bloody long time. And the reason I'm having this deload is because I was just going into the gym super tired, super knackered. I was fatigued, I wasn't letting my body rest, I wasn't performing in the gym, so I was just like really struggling with the workouts. So I spoke to my mate Lou, who is a PT, and I spoke to him. I said, look mate, like what is going on? I'm sort of almost thinking like I'm falling out of love with training. He's the one that, you know, advised me to have some time off the gym and really take a step back and yeah, just let my body recover really. Yeah, sometimes you need to take some time off to sort of progress forward. This week I'm doing no training. I'm quite literally just letting my body relax, going for walks. Yeah, just sort of taking some of that stress and taking some of that pressure off my body. The time is currently 6:15, and then I'm gonna go home and chill out for the rest of the evening and then have something to eat. I'm thinking that I might have like homemade wraps for dinner, like a homemade Greek kebab, loads of lettuce, loads of spinach, some chicken, I'm gonna make some garlic mayonnaise, and yeah, just sort of do that sort of thing. I'm not actually hungry. If anything, I'm really full up today, really bloated. I don't know why. Something's just sat in my stomach and I'm just not feeling remotely hungry. Like I'm feeling really full. I don't actually have like a massive appetite today, so I'm not super hungry. But yeah, nevertheless, I'm gonna do this walk, go home, and yeah, cook up this Greek kebab. So, yo people, so I'm back home from my walk and I am cooking up some dinner. Like I said earlier, I'm gonna have like this Greek kebab, Greek chicken kebab thing. So I've got some chicken in the oven, I've cut them up into strips, and I've put like some seasoning on it, and I've just made some homemade garlic mayonnaise, and all that pretty much consists of is mayonnaise, some garlic granules, some mixed herbs, some salt, some pepper, and chuck a bit of water in there as well, loosen it all up, and you've got some homemade garlic mayonnaise. It's really not difficult. I'm gonna chuck some lettuce, some coleslaw, some gherkins, and yeah, cook up a bit of a wrap type thing. I'm not really that hungry tonight. If anything, I feel really full. I'm purely eating because it's the right thing to be doing. But yeah, I'm gonna cook this all up and chill out for the rest of the evening. So I'll touch base with you when the food's done. So that is what we are dealing with, people. I've got a wholemeal wrap, all this salad. I've got spinach, I've got lettuce, I've got gherkins, tomato, I've got red cabbage in there. So I'm gonna chuck some chicken on it. But that is what I'm having for dinner. Like a big Greek kebab. I've got some garlic mayonnaise that I'm gonna put on it. And yeah, I'm gonna eat all this on top. And yeah, just make like a big salad, wrap, burrito, Greek thingy majiggy. That's pretty much what I'm gonna be eating. That has been like a bit of a random vlog, random full day of eating, but it's not what I eat every day. Everything, you know, every day it does change. I'll have different stuff in my sandwiches and different foods, different breakfasts and that sort of thing, but on average that is pretty much what I have. If you're new to the channel, my name's Jordan Wright. Check out some of the other YouTube videos below. Follow me on Instagram tab's going to be here. Take care, much love, and I'll see you in the next video, people.